We didn't say Tachanun today, and we're all overjoyed because for a whole month of Nisan we're not going to be saying Tachanun. Why is it that we don't say Tachanun? The reason is because the dedication of the Mishkan took place in the beginning of Nisan. So if you think for yourself, yesterday we had HaChodesh Hazeh Lochem, the first mitzvah given to the Jewish people, and came out of Egypt, received the Torah, built the Mishkan, and it was dedicated 1 year later after the first mitzvah, 1 year after that which we read yesterday. And on the day that it was dedicated, each of the Nesiim, each of the princes of the tribes, brought a special offering that we'll have later in the Torah, the description of what it was that they brought. And on the day that someone brought a korban, it was a celebration, a Yom Tov for them. And therefore, these days have remained as a bit of a celebration for us, not just by not saying Tachanun. However, there are those who, the Sfardim, have a custom that they read from the Torah on this day, each one of the days, the offerings that were brought by the Nesiim. In the chapter that we studied last week in Nehemiah, chapter 10, it lists another type of celebration like this, and that was called Zman Atzei HaMizbeach, the time of the wood on the altar. What is that talking about? At the time of Ezra, when the Jewish people came back to the land of Israel, there were not enough trees available to have the wood for the Beis HaMikdash, and therefore certain families donated and pledged for themselves that they would, on the same day every year, always bring the wood. And therefore, it was a celebration for those families. And we have listed in Tanakh the names of the family. The Mishnah actually even lists the days on which they brought each one of them, and you could see how long the offering that they brought lasted. So you see, it's very interesting. Some were months long, and some were only days long. In other words, the gifts that they gave depended on what they could afford. Some gave a lot, some gave less, but they're all recorded for all times for history because of the good that they did. So have a wonderful month of Nisan and enjoy not saying Tachanun. Good day, gentlemen.